What's going on? You know what day it is today? It's Pump Monday, and it was a good day. Got everything done. We are in a drought, ninjas. Lack of rain. I didn't even start early, and I got done early just because I flew through them. I think out of my, like, I don't know, 12, 13 yards that I had, 2 or 3 of them were actually, you know, grown a good size. The rest is just mulching leaves and just kind of cleaning up some onions and things of that nature. But so I didn't even bother trying to record anything today, but I wanted to go ahead and make this video to you guys. And I know I said I was going to do it last week and maybe even this weekend, but figured I'd go ahead and knock it out beginning of this week because I do take Sundays off just to kind of chill. But really, I want to talk about is YouTube and my channel and what's a little bit about it and a little bit what's going on. So where do I start? Let's get right into it. Ninjas, I never even wanted to start YouTube. I think I've said this to you guys before. I never even wanted to start YouTube, and I apologize if it gets a little too dark out here. I really didn't. I watched a lot of different guys before I even picked up a camera. My wife, Mama Ninja, she saw me spending a good amount of time watching other people. And so one day she said, why don't you start YouTube? She's like, you watch all these other guys, and that's fine, but she's like, I think you'd be pretty funny and pretty good at it. I said, woman, get out of here. Who the heck is gonna watch me? And she was like, no, for real. I'm like, yeah. So anyway, she kind of nagged at me for a couple of weeks here and there. She'd throw it out there and mention it again. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. You've already told me about it. And so this has been going on for, I don't know, a couple months maybe. So one day, she brought it up again. And she said, listen, you're really spending a lot of time watching these other guys, and that's cool. Why? First of all, she was questioning me, why are you watching other people do the things that you do? And she's like, doesn't that get tiring? And I'm like, no, it doesn't get tiring. Everybody does things differently. So even if you learn something from somebody, maybe you don't, you just kind of like to watch and see. Sorry guys, dust. Really, dust. Sometimes you can learn from somebody, and sometimes you just you can enjoy watching how other people do it different ways. And she finally, one more time, after a couple of months after her originally bringing it up, she's like, hey, you really should do it. She's like, I think you're funny, you've got a lot of knowledge, you've also got a lot of years under your belt, so to say, and you could do a lot of teaching people, helping people, but also just make good. And she's like, you're good in the computers, you enjoy the technology aspect of things, you should try it out. Anyway, so finally I picked up the camera, and so I did, and here we are, you know, two and a half years later. This is where we are. I want you ninjas to know that I never wanted to do this, but I'm glad I did. I met a lot of good people. I met a lot of wrong people, but life is a lesson of its own, not just YouTube, right? Just life in general. You live, you learn, and you move on. But I want you to know that I've been thinking a lot about YouTube and thinking about quitting, just because a lot that's been going on, a lot of you know. And you know, I was like, I've seen this happen with other individuals in the past. Actually, very, very similar scenario. And I know a lot of you will know what I'm talking about. And when it happened to him, he disappeared. He couldn't handle it. He just disappeared. he went on to do another things. And he's a pretty big guy in the landscaping lawn care world, I guess you could say, or community. And so I was very familiar when this kind of stuff can happen. You know, one day people agree with you, like you. The next day they dislike you based on what they heard. And that's exactly what happened to this guy that I'm talking about. So, you know, I was reflecting a little bit on his situation when it happened all to him, and he was a really good guy, but he quit. And so, you know, I was thinking about quitting, and I'm still thinking about quitting. But regardless of what my decision is, and I'll let you know my decision at some point this week. I want you to know that I truly had fun making these videos, and I still do. They're awesome. I also want you to know that my videos are whatever I choose for them to be. Whether it's fun, entertaining, funny, goofy, educational. I've said this many times in the past. I know you guys don't probably remember because they're older videos, but I base my videos on how I feel. I base my videos on how the energy that I have for that day. And sometimes I even don't have an energy to even make a video. That's why sometimes I don't make videos, you know, on certain days. Just whenever, just depends how I feel. If I'm in a really good funny mood, you might get an entertaining funny video, you know, goofy video, and it could be something that's not my ordinary. You know, you don't really see a whole lot of that. If I'm in a good mood but I really want to share something with you where I feel like a lot of you can benefit from, then you might end up with an educational video, you know, or something how-to, or if I really want to show you something cool that I think it's worth showing, then you might see a review video. At the end of the day, my videos are not based off one type of videos. I'm not gonna make my videos where they're all reviews. I'm not gonna make my videos where they're all, I never have, where they're all entertaining and goofy and silly. I'm not gonna make my videos, I never have, where they're just all educational. It's a little bit of a combination of everything. You know, so sometimes I may make a video where you guys go, what the heck is this? That's just what it is. You know, you can skip that one and wait for the next one to get the kind of videos that you enjoy, or I don't know, unsubscribe. I don't know, you know. But my point is, I don't have 5-10 people running my channel. It's just me. So, you know, it's not like sometimes you might have a different personality, and it's not like somebody hijacked my channel and now you're like, oh, I don't like this type of videos, you know, what the heck. Well, just know that it's a combination of many things, okay? And it's all how I feel. I never based my videos off of you guys, as far as some of you individuals, what you like and don't like, because if I did that, it wouldn't be fair to the other individuals that maybe like something that you don't. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm okay with your opinions as long as they're respectful. You know, if you say I don't like this video, that's fine. But, you know, I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change who I am. I'm not gonna change what kind of videos I make based on the type of mood that I'm in for that day, you know. Whatever I want to do. My video, my channel, I run it. But anyway, I want you to know that I've just been going through a lot of thinking, and really thinking strongly about a lot of my options. So let me know down in the bottom, you know, how you guys feel about the videos. How do you feel about the changes? Just opinionate yourself. You're welcome to, as long as it's respectful. And if it's not, then you know what's gonna happen. But I have no problem with people opinionating themselves. That's the beauty of it, but just be respectful about it. But guys, I just want to let you know, you know, this whole YouTube thing is I started this because my wife got me kind of convinced. I never even thought that I would be where I'm at with the size of the channel, or even the connections that I've made. I've made a lot of good connections on social media, Instagram and YouTube, but I've also made a lot of bad connections, and but that's life, and you live and learn. We're human, we make mistakes. But anyway, I'm still debating everything. I'm still thinking about everything. I just wanted to come on here, since I didn't really record anything today, and kind of have a little chit chat with you ninjas, and just let you know it is on my mind, and a lot of decisions that I'm still like kind of making as I'm going. It's a lot of work. You know, a lot of people out here say, not just to me, but I've seen it on other channels too. People would be commenting and saying, you know, oh, you're just doing it for the money. You're just doing it. Everybody is. I dare somebody to tell you differently. Everybody's doing it for the money, as they should, honestly. Your time, your effort, the time that I'm gonna take to upload and edit, and all the other creators as well, it takes time. And so I think one of the reasons YouTube itself rewards you with that, because you know they don't monetize you right away, but they want to make sure you put in the work and you dedicate yourself and you stay consistent, so that way they feel like you're worthy of, you know, becoming a partner. Anyway, but yeah, nothing is, you know, people do, you know, nothing's for free. I mean, obviously it is when you first start, but if you are really willing to work at it and make it happen, you can. And everybody does it. Everybody does it. But you have to also sometimes evaluate, is it worth the money that you're getting? Are you doing more good than bad for your business, your family, and your time? So anyway, I don't want to take this too long. I hope you guys really had a good Pump Monday, and hope everything went smooth for you guys. Tomorrow's Thunder Pumper Tuesday. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully I'll try to get some mowing footage. Guys, we are in a drought, pretty much. I mean, I don't think we've had rain in a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, maybe 4, if maybe even longer, like a solid good amount of rain. And it's just crispy. It's crispy out here. And right now it looks like it's overcast, but I don't think they're not calling for any rain unless it's just surprisingly comes down. But yeah, all right, I hope you enjoyed this little pep talk. There's a lot that I'm thinking about. Just like I said, feel free to give me your opinions on it, as long as it's respectful. Whether it's you know, something that I may agree or disagree with you, as long as it's respectful, I'm okay with that. But yeah, listen, tomorrow, probably tomorrow, or if not, maybe Wednesday, we're going to talk about when you run into these types of situations with a drought, basically, and you got customers calling you left and right and canceling on you, or just saying, hey, let's hold off. I mean, you're losing money. Look, and it makes sense for from both angles, from both sides, right? The customer, why would they want to pay for something when it's not growing? But at the same time, a lot of people don't understand that this is your livelihood and this is how you're making money. And so, you know, it's not their fault, but it's not your fault neither. So, you know, what can you do to protect yourself, your business, and to stay profitable and continue to stay busy during those tough times? So we're going to talk about that, because I have figured out a system for me that works. It doesn't work with all my customers, and I'll explain that. I have my different category of customers and different groups, so to say, certain ones, how they pay. And so we'll talk about through all of that, and I'll kind of explain to you. So maybe tomorrow, depends. If I have another light day tomorrow or Wednesday, you can expect that. It'll be a good little chit chat that I'm happy to share with you guys. So, all right, it's getting dark. I just want to kind of let you know what's on my mind. Hope you guys had a good Monday, like I said, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.